Konnichiwa, and welcome to the 36th podcast of the NC Rowan County Anime Group. My name is Rayearth.Japanese. I am the co-president of this club. Today, I am going to do something that I originally promised that I was going to do in a previous video, and this year marks the 30th anniversary of the Magic Knights of Rayearth. Now, I'm going to show you this VHS collection that I've got, and even if you bought the DVDs, they'd be the same number of, I guess, DVDs. And this is 5 DVDs of season 1. Now, it was my very first Clamp series, and it's sort of an adventure series. The first part of the story does take place at Tokyo Tower, which I have mentioned is a real place. And this is a great adventure series. But when you get to the last 2 episodes, there's an old saying, you know you're in trouble. Well, in those last 2 episodes, you know you're in trouble when the villain starts making moral sense. And then the last 2 episodes of that very first series, it ends like a Greek tragedy. And I mean, there are dire consequences. And it ends like a Greek tragedy. Very sad. Now, there is a season 2 of Magic Knights of Rayearth. This series here is 7 volumes, and I bought this offline for about $7. Very good deal. It's beautifully done. I want to show you the back too. And this is 3 of the main characters: Umi, Lu, and Ikara, Umi, and Fu. And this is a very wonderful series. There's an old Klingon proverb in Star Trek: only a fool fights in a burning house. Well, in the second season of Magic Knights of Rayearth, we have 5 different armies, or 5 different forces at work fighting in the burning house. Because the planet is disintegrating, we got 3 armies invading, 1 trying to destroy the place, and 1 defending. So, like I said, 5 separate forces at work fighting in a burning house. Sandy Fox, who is on my Facebook, is one of the voices. She also sings in this in the English dub, and she did a marvelous job. Lex Lang also is in this series, and he does very wonderful voice work. And also too, Wendy Lee does 2 voices in this, and Wendy was outstanding in this series. And it was my first time even remembering Wendy. Well, I actually heard Wendy's voice before in Robotech, but she did such a great job, Wendy did. And you know, everybody who worked on this series, from the animation, even the Japanese people who did their own version of it, and the people who did the English dub, you deserve a salute. You did a fantastic job. I love the story. It's beautiful. And it was very adventurous. The series did what it was meant to do. It entertained me, and I loved it very much. Now, I have seen people crossplay. In 2003, when I was at Amazement, I saw 2 people dressed up as 2 of the Magic Knights. At 2008, I actually had one of the people I saw 3 people dressed up from the series. One was dressed up as Lantis, the other as Nova, who is a character that appears in the second series, and one dressed up as a Karu. Kind of a bit of a funny note. When my nephew was just a baby, I was singing the opening song to him from the Magic Knights Rayearth Season 1, because I had memorized the lines and wasn't doing that great of a job. Now, there is what we call an OVA, and it's called Rayearth. It is 45 seconds for each episode, and we have about 6 episodes altogether. Wait a minute, excuse me, 9 episodes altogether, because there's 6 episodes altogether. This is very well done as far as the animation. There's only one sad problem with it. It's like an alternative story from it has nothing to do with the OVA, or the OVA has nothing to do with the TV series, or the well, it doesn't have nothing to do with the TV series. this is a self-contained story, and it's I want to say it's okay. It stands on its own merits, but it doesn't have enough time to give the characters, I think, like proper development, unlike the TV series seasons 1 and 2. But I did collect this one, and I'm glad it's in my collection. But it is an alternative storyline. Like they took the characters and let's rearrange it and take it 180 degrees in a different direction. Pardon me. So that's my take on the Magic Knights of Rayearth. I hope that I did not give away too much of the plot of the series, and if I have, I hope I didn't ruin it for you, because it is a marvelous series to watch, and I highly recommend it for the ages of 13 up. This should have been played on Cartoon Network a long time ago, and it's a terrible shame that it never got a chance to be played, because the people up and up go like, well, we didn't do great with Sailor Moon, so we won't pick up this series. And it's sad, really, because it is very nicely done. The music and stuff, like I said, when I watched it, it did its job. It entertained me, and that's the most important thing when you're watching an anime, that it entertains you and get involved with the characters and stuff, and you can sympathize with their situation. And I did that very well with this series. Our next meeting is July 17th. Now I am going up today, because today is the first, and I've got to set up the display at the Rowan Public Library and have that up and running today. Also too, July 24th is going to be an FYE Special Anime Day at 2 o'clock at the Concord Mills Mall. Also too, at the last week of the month, the Saturday, is Rayearth.Baku, which is a Japanese festival happening down in Charlotte. That festival is free and open to the public, and they're going to be selling crafts. They're going to have a craft show there, live entertainment, and it's a Japanese culture festival. And they're trying to bring the Japanese experience to people of North Carolina. And I hear that it's a wonderful event. I've been wanting to go down to it for years now. And last year we had severe thunderstorms, and they were talking about hail and stuff, and I didn't want to try driving down in that awful weather that they had last year. But I do want to go, and I'm going to try to talk to some of the members at our meeting and see if we can't get together for that wonderful event. Well, I hope that you're doing well today, and I hope to hear from you sometime in the near future. This is Robert Clyde, wishing you a very nice day. Goodbye.